Okay, so no Ivern, no Karma, no Brand for Elyoya. I feel like Elyoya's been doing better on more aggressive early game junglers, though. Brand can be aggressive if you have winning lanes. We are just going to trade over. Man, Senna Nautilus just so popular today.
Will help out in trying to pick out things like bars or the kind of like ban away things like a Talia and that kind of stuff to make things just.
And VTO on the blind pick Akali perfectly okay because he is such an excellent Akali player. Don't want it. So no Varus Ashe, no Azir, and no Jax. So Cassante is up. What?
That's for Hilly. I'm sorry, that is.
Thank you, Jeffiltifish, for your Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for Hilly. Yeah, I think it is, because it's like you can actually do really well against an Nautilus. Nautilus walks up to try and look for the hook. You can pull him back in, but like that's a bell ringing in that bot lane to say we're going to go down. But Talia is going to be.
Talia so strong into Akali. Saw this in 100 Thieves versus C9 when we were reviewing yesterday. Seems like a pretty free pickup. I have to why are we just gonna pick Cassante, please? All right. Top lane Twisted Fate.
Just the 11th.
Gwen into top lane Twisted Fate, so you have the Shroud to stop some of that long range damage.
Yeah, I think it does give you a lot of opportunity to try and play side spell, but I mean into the TF, a huge amount of it's going to be trying to use your Shroud to try and dodge away from like a stun card or some of the empowered auto attacks and that kind of stuff. Yeah, for the double run away with this game, so it's going to be very interesting to see how like both the solo laners on Vitality approach.
I mean, I'm not a big fan, by the way, guys. I'm not a big fan of Rel as your only form of engage. She's much better as follow-up engage, and like if the set falls behind, then you don't have a form of primary engage, right? He may not be tanky enough to primary engage. Meanwhile, on this side, I mean, your kiting is crazy, right? Your kiting is crazy, and also the Talia shuts down Rel primary engage very effectively. And if you look at the value of Talia E, like Talia E has value against this, against this, against this, because Gwen has a dash for her snip, right? It feels very difficult to play this composition into Talia, especially like playing into Talia with 4 melee is rough, man. Or like 4 low range champs. That's rough. And there's not a lot of synergy here with the Varus either. Meanwhile, huge pick potential. Pick with Nautilus ult, pick with TF ult, pick with Vi ult. You have Talia wall to create picks. Like the mobility on this team and their ability just to all in is really impressive. Okay, are we gonna risk it, guys? Are we gonna risk the Yordle one? All right, here we go.
With an interesting variety of, not really your traditional.
There it is, guys. Let's see if I can pull this over and download it. It needs to be transparent background though. All right, let's see here.
You know what I mean? Talia definitely not the strongest in the department of like traditional control.
All right.
You've got 3 champions who offer something a little bit different here. Just gonna have to see what Mad Lions Koi can do with them.
And I think it's mostly for Mad Lions Koi. It's like looking for those picks, right? So you're like, hey, we have a Talia.
This is how I get my emotes revoked, guys.
Work with that Twisted Fate. You got point and click CC with Oyoya, and then even Senna just from downtown providing a bit of damage, a bit of shielding to make sure you can turn that around. So I think you've got very clear ways for Mad Lions Koi to try and play it out. It's just that if Vitality start to get leads and Photon and Video, it becomes a little bit more difficult to pan out. So it's kind of interesting to see that, yes, we've got a lot of attention on the bot lane because of the, set that's going to come through. But I do think that the solo laners are going to have their work cut out from here as well. And already trying to get some vision here.
Top side, face checking into the brush, set with the setup. Elyoya now running. Elyoya is just dead. He knows his fate. Just gonna.
I'm going to go back. All right, I did upload it for you guys, so hopefully it's there now. Thank you for your contributions, Matty Man.
Solo laners are going to have their work cut out from here as well. Difficult.
The UI is broken.
It's kind of
Yeah, the UI is super weird.
Yes, we've got a lot of attention.
We have Drake timers now,
Well,
so we got that going for us.
But I do think that the solo laners are going to have to work cut out from here as well, and already trying to get some vision here.
Top side, base checking into the brush, set with the setup. Elyoya now running. Elyoya is just dead. He knows his fate.
The solo laners are going to have to work cut out from here as well, and already trying to get some vision here.
It's actually a super hilarious
Top
brush bait right at the start. Like, why would you expect their top lane and mid laner to be in this brush? Oh boy. Oh buddy.
Start, nice read on the early level 1 play coming in from Vitality, called out there. And of course, if you're enjoying the Times New Roman top bar, we are working on it at the moment. Those PNGs.
It's very handsome font.
And we will get Comic Sans.
We will get Comic Sans or Papyrus. You can vote now in the chat to let us know what you. I'm kidding.
It's called Avatar writing.
Oh, yeah,
They did let go of a bunch of the UI people, both on LCS and LEC.
Anywho, we'll update that stuff as we go. A lot of the information's still correct. Going to revert briefly to the old school.
Good thing we have a Baron timer. That's very useful.
As Mad Lions Koi kind of kick off the laning phase here. Positive early start. First blood going to Varus in bot lane for Karzi. Nice. Extra longsword. Hilly already aggressive. Didn't really burn any sums. Should be much stronger in the early 2v2. Vitality know it. They're just going to walk forward and try to be as aggressive as humanly possible.
It didn't go for the pullback. Didn't have a minion that
It's just Yord. Yes, of course it's just Yord, guys. I can't actually call it Yord hole.
But I think it's a good read from Vitality at the get-go. You want the vision control there so you can
Flash in, instant pullback on a Supa. Gonna get the cleanse out as well. Ignite coming in, Ignite traded. Alvaro lays his down.
It's a bit of a weird trade though, because Hilly, the lower you get a set, the higher your regen, so you will actually get a lot of this health back very, very quickly. Yeah. But it's kind of counteracted a little bit by Supa's healing, as you can see coming through there. So even though it looked a little bit...
There you guys, have fun with that. Thank you, Matty Man. Now we have a Yord hole emote that may not be detected. We will see.
Still on Supa and Alvaro, make it a bit of an even-ish trade.
Yeah. And if you've never seen Hilly play set support, if you weren't around when this was a much more conventional pick, this is classic Hilly. Play level 1 as aggressively as humanly possible. Use your flash aggressively. Generally trying to get enemy AD carry flash, knowing you have Dag's flash, knowing your next all-in, you know, is an easy kill once you do. Supa at least very confident, very comfortable, does just cleanse and walk away. So gives up a sum, but luckily not the flash in that context. Svitio suffering a bit here. Creep block there and just going to eat a ton of damage. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane,
this matchup.
Rounding in. Hosang level 2. Should have the Haymaker available. Going to be tough. Level 3 now coming in as well. Alvaro getting level 3. That's a nice spot.
Okay.
Out. Good damage, but just not nearly enough. Karzi continuing to free fire. Wants to finish off Alvaro. Is he ready to burn the flash? In comes Rel. Oh, he has to be careful here. Dagless doesn't want to overcommit. Mad Lions Koi. They get the kill. They walk away essentially scot-free.
Dagless just a little late.
Level 3 now coming in as well. Alvaro getting level 3. Oh, yeah. Rounding in.
Those 4 camps into bot side gank.
The Haymaker available. Going to be tough. Level 3 now coming in as well. Alvaro getting level 3. That's a nice follow-up. Haymaker coming out. Good damage, but just not nearly enough.
Barely got that Haymaker off from the CC.
To burn the flash. In comes Rel. Oh, he has to be careful here. Dagless doesn't want to overcommit. Mad Lions Koi. They get the kill. They walk away essentially scot-free.
Dagless just a little late. And I think nice timing there.
Oh, he has to be level 3. That's a nice follow-up. Haymaker coming out.
Yeah, honestly, Elyoya does nothing here, really. But they would have traded 1 for 1. Alvaro would have died right there if Elyoya wasn't there.
Oh, he has to be careful here.
Karzi would have had opportunity to flash forward.
Doesn't want to overcommit. Mad Lions Koi. They get the kill. They walk away essentially scot-free.
Dagless just a little late. And I think nice timing there from Mad Lions Koi. They were trying to bait the level 3, so they did overextend, and they ended up being able to turn that back around. So unfortunate for Vitality, but this is exactly what you expect. Vitality are a team in that bot lane that want to play hyper aggressive. They want to use every advantage, and they kind of turned that around there against Hylissang.
They definitely do, and I think overconfidence from Hylissang most certainly. Dagless not quite close enough, and a good but brief window of opportunity there capitalized on by Mad Lions Koi. So getting that killer to Elyoya is going to feel pretty solid. See how much further ahead he can get. Right now, the jungle CS at least is dead even, just the kill separating him and Dagless. And I think the struggle for Dagless has been, it feels like when he's on those fast clearing champions like Brand, you highlighted this to me, Dagda. You know, he's kind of always where he needs to be because his clear speed is just so damn quick, but sometimes can lag behind a little bit when it comes to picks like the Rel.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to make his presence on that top side Elyoya is there, so maybe have to turn this around.
There is. There we go. Goes back up. Elyoya follow through. Stun card there as well. Elyoya just gonna finish.
Elyoya's been so good this season, honestly.
Just hand delivering a bag of gold to the Mad Lions Koi top side. Goes back up.
Trying to make his prices down on that top side. Elyoya is there, so maybe have to turn this around.
There is.
They forced.
Goes back up. Elyoya follow through.
They forced his ghost, but it looks like he dodged the engage from Douglas. Douglas had already used flash.
There is.
Like,
Back up. Elyoya follow through. Stun card there as well. Elyoya just gonna finish that one. Douglas. Just hand
quite a bad flash there. Quite a bad flash there from Douglas. He was dead regardless.
And it's just
Well, it looks like they failed the engage onto the Twisted Fate.
Bot side then goes top, and Elyoya there to respond. Nice jungle pathing from Elyoya as well, because that was actually the first time he killed his Gromp. He'd gone from blue Raptors into bot side, didn't do Crows at the initial time, so he was there slightly quicker on the bot side, then came back up and around, and only gone for reset at the moment as well to pick up his Phage and longsword. So really nice pathing to just make sure he was in touch with Douglas on a lot of those plays.
Really solid early game lead for Mad Lions. Their early game plans have been really good, guys. I mean, Elyoya just absolutely doing a great job of playing aggressive and pathing on this team. You know, everybody just plays around his pathing really, really nicely. It's been probably the single best part of Mad Lions Koi.
The set regeneration on that passive, incredibly deceptive.
Yeah.
This champion is not tanky, and then he haymakers you. He's down to 5% HP, and he's got 150 health regen, and you cannot kill him.
It's so frustrating when you're just trying to finish off the last little bit, especially if you're trying to like pass a kill off to super or anything. You're just like, wait, no, he's not dying. Why is he not dying? And then suddenly
there's a couple
you get the kill
champions you
back.
can't walk away from. You know what I mean? You just have to finish the kill if you're given the opportunity. And Set is absolutely one of those picks. But Hilly playing on the edge there, which is again classic Hilly. Overall, though, relatively composed early game.
Why are we watching these terrible games? Well, what other games would you like me to watch?
Early Swifties and a recurve from Mirwin on the top side.
These are the only bangers we got. I'll be watching some LCS games tomorrow.
Played some 80 Twisted Fate earlier today. Atrociously low bait.
LCK comes back tomorrow night, guys, so we'll be watching some LCS tomorrow, and then the rest of the week we'll be able to watch some LCK games.
Rapid fire cannon for the gold card easier, but in general, you need boots as quick as you can on this guy.
It's also just super nice because
Besides, I have to watch these games so that I am informed about for Summoning Insight tonight.
Nice flick back there. Good burst. Has to dash back through Alvaro. Good angle of escape. Respecting the potential to get locked up there again. So we'll just R2 back out to safety. Perfect execution. Just going to be an okay escape out of that one. But anytime they get the ult out of VTO, it means all of his kill pressure is gone in mid lane. Really frees up Frescowi to push in and be aggressive.
It's a nice roam from Alvaro, though, because with Dragon being there, VTO thought he was safe to lean to that bottom side, but just wasn't. And Alvaro kind of skirting around a lot of the vision, but now Mirwin in trouble as Hilly.
About to find a set, walking in, pull back. Not going to come through, instant flash.
I just like that.
Yeah, his flash and fleet footwork still up, so.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Just going to see Karzi is on his own. No one, Elyoya is still on that top half of the map, so it won't be a full dive. That's why you just see Douglas covering here, because they haven't really been able to track where Elyoya is, but Karzi's still going to be fine to pick up all this.
The G2 series was pretty banging yesterday. Yes, I released a video, highlights of my review of that on my YouTube channel today. So on my main YouTube channel, GG MonteCristo, you can go see my thoughts on the full series, and then all the individual VODs are on the Bangers Only channel, but the meat of it in edited form is there on my normal YouTube channel.
At least small sequence certainly favored. It's really hard for Mad Lions Koi to push advantages any further in the bot lane. I think one of the big disadvantages for a long time for Senna in the actual carry position is she's just trash at pushing. Now, pullback is there, though. Karzi coming in. Nice little rain of arrows. Good follow-up. Level 6, not enough. Carry position is she's just trash at pushing.
Draws out the cleanse immediately by flashing in.
Karzi coming in. Nice little rain of arrows. Good.
He just takes the center of the haymaker straight to the face, all right? Decided to root himself or make himself immobile during his ultimate so he could do that. What place do you think G2 would be in the LCK? Maybe like 4th or 5th?
When it's fully stacked is obscene. True damage coming through. Super just wasn't expecting it.
Level 6, not enough.
I think it's fine. Karzi didn't even have to use his ultimate.
Pullback is there, though. Carzy coming in, nice little rain of arrows, good follow-up, level 6, not enough. Hylissang
Literally didn't even have to use Chain of Corruption because Supa just immobilized himself.
And this Mad Lions Koi picking a fight they should not have.
I mean, that was it. It was just the amount of damage that you end up stacking up in that Haymaker when it's fully stacked is obscene. True damage coming through. Supa just wasn't expecting it. Stood right behind Alvaro.
Didn't feel like flashing it either. Felt like using a Senna ult in the center of a True Maker or a Haymaker.
There for the bot lane of Carzy and Hilly, and if you end up with this Varus getting a lead, that's a big team fight victory for you, because when you look at it, you've got a strong front line coming through in Hilly, and Douglas, you've got...
Fourth is a little generous considering they lost energy. Get out of here with that nonsense, dude. Just because they had a bad day and Energy had the best day of their fucking lives does not mean that they're a better team on the whole. There's no way you could possibly believe that, having watched both of those teams.
Goes for the ultimate as well, but not much of a show to be stopped there. Supa, however, going to be in trouble here. 3 blight marks on him. Flash in for a quick Q. Instant follow-up from Douglas to lock down the Senna. Vitality keeping the play going. Frescowi just going to try to disengage and dissuade any further action. 3-3 the overall kill score, but that's just another quick pick on the Supa in the bot lane.
Again, though, it's Carzy getting those...
Energy isn't better than G2. I don't know how you could believe that.
This is going to be a major issue for Mad Lions Koi.
Like, even look at Energy's games versus other teams.
Pressure bot, look to pick up the tower here, then rotate in towards mid, and you can use a lot of that pressure. Then
I mean, G2 actually beat some legit teams.
Down to a sideline to support BDO if they want to try and look for an opportunity to Frescowi or move up and try and punish Mirwin. And you can see there, right? Like, the second there is even a hint of any sort of pressure up there, he has to pop the ghost, because a slow from that ultimate from Photon will set up perfectly for that play. Oh, I don't think they saw each other actually there. Healy, the spot to the top side is up, but I think he should just back away here.
He's fine. Most likely can just Hex Flash out as well. A good bit of vision laid down there as Mad Lions Koi are going to commit 3 members to the mid lane. Good wave clear from Frescowi means first push and first access here. They're going to start to move down to the bottom side. Looks like recognizing that Carzy might just be on his lonesome and really wanting to punish, wanting to go for this dive.
Yeah, there's no real pressure elsewhere. Photon just reset as well, so Mad Lions Koi kind of know they have this.
You guys are forgetting the horrific games that Energy had. You guys are forgetting the low points. Like, they peaked really high against G2. But man, you're forgetting some of those Energy games. You are forgetting them.
Definitely looking good thus far.
Do you remember the Mad Lions game, guys? Do you remember the Mad Lions game?
Update you on what the range difference is going to be. Grub's up and available. Elyoya going back for the respawn.
They also lost to Weibo, beat Team Liquid, and beat Mad Lions. And by I use beat in the most generous sense of the word.
Yeah, they're basically going to try and roam down onto this bottom side here. Wave is pushed in. You can already see the movement from BDO. They're going to try and look for the counter push on what was just happening from Mad Lions Koi. So we'll give up point Grubs, but they would really like to get something here. Alvaro might give it to them.
4 members bot side. Alvaro just going to hook out.
Does Hilly beat the win trading allegations? It hasn't been bad yet this game that I've seen, BZ. It has not been bad this game. He actually did have an impressive kill, like an impressive setup on the kill onto Supa. Now, right as I say that, of course, I do not understand the purpose of this, because who is going to follow this up? This guy? I don't think so. Carzy's like in the middle of a minion wave. VTO is in Dragon Pit. Now, why we would do this, I do not know.
Hylissang, though, wants to kick things off in isolation. Supa caught out here, but no Haymaker to come through. Alvaro gonna hit him with a thumbs up.
Only you could manage to cast her Curse of VOD. No, you did it, not me. Of course, and now we just get the straight in teleport to Talia wall. Now, I have no idea what the purpose of that engage is. I think he got horny because he thought he could pile drive Alvaro into Supa. But he's like, oh, I've got the angle. But he just dies.
questionable play here. TP now to follow. Though, wants to kick things off.
Also, Douglas gets rooted, so his ult just dies. So now he has no counterplay or counter engage for the TP that comes in. And of course, Vizio, after clearing out the Drake pit, I don't know what he was doing in the Drake, but he walks in there and then he just leaves. So there's no support when the TP comes through, and he's not there to actually help. Yeah, Rel got hit by the center root.
I can see the vision in Hylissang's eyes, but I think he thought he was tanky.
Vizio is very passive aggressive. Every time Hilly died on his own, he would just do the thumbs up emote. Let's see.
Questionable play. Go down. Hylissang though wants to kick things off in isolation. Super caught out here, but no haymaker to come through.
Alvaro gave the thumbs up emote. We can't see it. It doesn't pop up on the side here.
That's a clean setup. Flick back onto Carzy is nasty. And Mad Lions Koi instantly say, nah, bro, not today. Fast punish on the bottom side. They want to keep the train rolling.
That is terrible, though. That's such a throw.
I can see the vision.
He's not dissuaded. He's like, cool, let's go again.
Wait, he's coming back for more? He's living up to the boxer. He keeps getting knocked down, but he keeps getting back up. He's set, dude. He's just role-playing. He's just role-playing set.
He's role-playing. He is the boss.
Oh, wow. Dracos and I are on the same level.
That said, the boss is broke. And doesn't do
Although I wouldn't have said the boss. I would say the boxer, right? The boxer.
Draco decided Mad Lions Koi.
Hilly didn't hear no bell. Exactly. He's a boxer, not the boss. The boss analogy doesn't work, but him as a boxer definitely works. Did you have your own Super Bowl party in Korea? Yeah, well, I mean, by myself at 8:30 a.m. It was more of a pity party for the Chiefs sadly winning the Super Bowl. I made bacon and cheese dip, though, and carnitas kimchi quesadillas. They were delicious.
Mad Lions Koi just kind of get to take everything on the map. So this is a massive swing now in favor of Mad Lions Koi. Like, you can see the Senna still a little bit behind, but the rest of the map is very quickly starting to succeed. I did like
the halftime show. I thought it was good.
Across the map because they get first push.
Yeah, NFL can't let the Swifties not win. Yeah, the NFL definitely used a gravity field to put the football onto the Niner player's foot during the punt so that the Chiefs could win. They have the technology. It was great when Ludacris and Lil Jon came out. And Usher, man, for a guy in his 50s, holy shit, he can still dance. He looks great.
Tier stacks, not going to really be an issue.
Pull back there from Hylissang. Excellent combo. Nice showstopper. Hylissang to the back line. He's dead again. There's no time for a haymaker. Can't even get another blow down. It's on VTO to try to turn this fight back. Frescowi lays down the unraveled Eartha. There's VTO can't dash. He's instantly flicked back as well. VTO needs to dash through and try to find another kill. No time for a...
As you can see, he can easily shove the wave now that he's...
Hylissang's back in, guys. He's slamming heads together. He's pile driving people, but he's doing it on top of Talia Field. So he just takes a bunch of damage and gets stunned, and then he dies. Talia E too strong against Vitality's composition. Although it's down now, so that VTO can actually engage, but now it's up again, so now he's stunned. Yeah. Dude, the Talia is so good. The Talia is so good. Talia's just gonna kill everybody now. Yep. Talia, it's so easy to play. Gwen TP canceled. Oh, I didn't catch that. Yeah, you're right. It was like insta canceled too. I was supposed to come in right here. Credit to Merwin, man. He actually ghosts for this. He ghosts a gold card. Nicely played. Merwin's been such a pleasant surprise. Usher is 45, by the way, not 50. Okay. He still looks good. Sorry, Ichigeki won for misaging Usher by 5 years. He looks great for 45.
The boulder toss is real, and it's Carzy gone flying after that one. Vitality tried desperately to force the play, but again, it's over forcing the standing dead again.
They show picture in picture. I wasn't even watching the picture in picture. I mean, he did have to ghost for it, but he is inside of the minion wave.
Can't even get another blow down. It's on VTO to try to turn this fight back. Frescowi lays down the unraveled Eartha. VTO can't dash. He's instantly flipped back as well. VTO needs to dash through and try to find another kill. Elyoyo locked up. VTO going out. He cannot go back.
Monte looks great for 45. I would look great if I was 45. This is true. Like Usher. I would look amazing if I was older than I was.
Nice big rock there. A second one. Back to back. This man is tough. He doesn't even need to see him. He just lines him up and knocks him down.
The boulder toss is real, and it's Carzy gone flying after that one. Vitality tried desperately to force the play, but again, it's over forcing the play. They're trying so hard to get the kills on towards VTO, see if he can then be a threat in the side lanes. But here, like, there's 4 members here, and Akali isn't in position, so Haley again, no haymaker, no opportunity to follow up. Yes, they get Alvaro, but you're chasing into Frescowi, who's going to be able to set up again these unraveled Earth, making it hard for Douglas.
Dude, the Talia pick, it makes this game unplayable for Vitality, honestly. Like, it makes this game so unplayable. And now he's fed too, so.
That was just way too much from Vitality.
Frescowi just hits him with a big rock twice. Nothing to be done there. Coach staff feeling good on that play. This time Hylissang completely caught out, not on a play initiated. Easy gold card follow-up. We'll get the opportunity to throw out the haymaker.
And he's dead.
But he is no longer a laning set at 5 minutes. He is a 1-5.
Why are we taking the Blighted Jewel as our second item for Frescovi here? That feels really weird. There's not even MR? Besides Merc Treads?
Support set, and that does not do enough damage.
And this again is like Vitality over pushing the play. They tried to go for the setup on towards Rift Tower, but Akali was already in the bot side taking the tower, but nobody really there to defend it. They should have known that there was multiple members in the vicinity, but Hilly overextending there gets caught out. And
it just feels a little bit weird to build Seraph straight into
And Dagda, this is such a hard game now for Vitality to play.
blighting because you went CDR boots and they have Merc Treads. I don't know about that one.
And at this stage, with their massive individual leads, they can just group and force a lot of these major objectives, and Vitality don't really have the tools to in the G2 series.
Yeah, and I think a huge amount of that is going to come down to getting this mid lane tower. Once, as you can see, Madeline's quite group up here. You use the Rift Tower, you get that mid lane tower down, and it becomes very easy to shove mid and then play out 4 sides. Like Elyoyo and Alvaro linking up with either the TF or Frescowi is going to guarantee a kill, and there's the tower gone.
Hylissang stepping forward to threaten, but Celestial opposition already taken out. Hylissang just disappeared. Now VTO going in, he's going to be able to take out Alvaro, but the instant response coming through as well. That's Douglas' ultimate taken down. Frescowi again, just uncontested. Photon trying to ghost in, trying to get a little bit more done.
VTO stunned himself. Oh, he actually killed Frescovi? Alright, VTO on the flank here. They go up, try and get the kill. They do kill Hylissang instantly. But Senna is inside. Senna, Suba trolls this, dude. He's literally full HP inside the Rift Herald, running around in a circle while Akali comes in, not providing anything for this fight. Literally, they kill Elyoyo and Alvaro while Supa is inside. While he's inside this, not ulting, by the way. He could have ulted through all of that. And Photon is actually the first one here because Merwin doesn't have ult up. What a terrible day to have eyes. Like, they engage this fight. TF does not have ults, guys. TF does not have ults, so he cannot join. Photon doesn't have ult either, but he's actually just straight up running to the play. And Supa could have actually just ulted across here with Senna or been dealing damage during this fight, but he spends most of the fight inside the Rift Herald. He's inside the Herald hole, man. You can't be having fun in the Herald hole while your whole team is dying.
Here she is, the shutdown for Carzy, and finally, Vitality find a winning fight.
Yeah, Mirwin didn't commit the ultimate to actually get into play, so Photon getting in with the ghost. Nice timing to move down here and able to finish off this play, because this could have been an absolute disaster. Again,
all right, Dagda.
a little bit of an overextension
Flame
here for
Supa.
P. The tower goes down, nobody there to follow up. He gets deleted immediately. Douglas then is just trying his best to set up for Video, who does get the kill, and they manage to keep Oyoy in check as well, but Douglas just skirting away barely.
All right, nobody noticed that Supa spent the whole fight inside the Herald hole.
Finish off the Akali to make sure you get a kill, because with that ghosted Gwen, you were never escaping away from that.
Good job, Fatal Cordy, lifting weights. I believe in you. You'll lift twice as hard. Getting angry at Hylissang this game.
Which accelerates him to 2 items, but you know you have to keep that ball rolling. You cannot stop, and that means that they have started Drake.
Can I pause the video? Sure. Why am I pausing the video? The notes Mac has? Okay.
Off the Akali to make sure you get a kill, because with that ghosted Gwen, you
Enhance. Hold up. This is very important. All right, hold up. Let me flip this around. All right, here we go, guys. You ready? It's a draft order is what it is. Here you go, guys. So it says new something. Cassante ban. Jax into TF. There you go. Cassante ban, Jax into TF. Because like the Jax ban is because that's a very good matchup into TF. We saw that in the G2 game as well. Has a lot of value into AD TF. So I don't think this is too revelatory. Why is this man taking notes with the Sharpie? His notes are bold, just like his coaching.
were never escaping away from those.
And definitely a tough fight to watch on the side of Mad Lions Koi, or excuse me, on the side of Vitality, because you get some of the kills that you wanted. You do manage to find the shutdown. It does go to Carzy, which accelerates him to 2 items, but you know you have to keep that ball rolling. You cannot stop, and that means that they have started Drake. Hilly again fishing for the setup. Mirwin on the backside, laying down the gold.
Supa is kind of trolling this game, by the way, guys. His Senna does not look amazing, and also his decision-making about going in the Herald hole.
Carzy, though, he's starting to step in towards Talia territory, trying to be very safe here. Mad Lions Koi not dissuaded. They still feel like they can get something here, but I think everyone should just back away. There's no, especially for Vitality, no reason to try and force this. Just try and look for your...
Crypt Bloom second, so he actually completes the Crypt Bloom because he knows that Hylissang is going to die and give his team healing at the start of every fight. He's actually metagaming, guys. It's not a normal Talia build. He's just metagaming because he knows that his opponent is Hylissang.
Courtesy of the passive, courtesy of the pressure advantage, the plates, etc. Mirwin building an individual gold lead of 2K. Looks like Wit's End coming in next. A bit of tenacity, attack speed, damage on hit. Not going to feel too bad.
Yeah, especially against the Gwen, works out very, very well for you. Having that little bit of extra magic resist means you're not capable of being just one-shot with that ultimate.
But I do feel at a certain point, you know what I mean? Like, Gwen will just do Gwen things.
Yeah.
And you will just find yourself hopefully sidestepping the last charge of her ultimate, and if you don't, dying in one shot.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because we used to see two different builds for the Gwen. There was always the Nashor's Tooth after the...
Yes, you missed the Fnatic SK Banger series, but you can go catch it on my main YouTube in the live tab, or all of the VODs will be individually on my Bangers Only channel.
Damage, and he's dead again.
I'm going to be a side lane threat.
So let's talk about Hylissang. He's walking up. He walks past one pink ward, sees another pink ward. His team is backing, okay? His team is backing. His solo laners are in the side lanes, and he's like, yep. Now is the time. Remember, Twisted Fate has ult. Now is the time for me to clear a pink ward. Yep.
He's gone.
Not giving set support's a good look now.
And the problem is, okay, to be clear,
Dagna's too nice.
Support was good. Good but not broken, because there was a small period of time where he was probably just overtuned. This was a champion where you essentially, it was a very hilly champion in the sense that you had to build an advantage and you had to keep forcing with that advantage. Because the only thing that set does mid-late game, as we've seen, I think even Huhi brought it out at Worlds for a single game last year, is like, you find good flanks with your ult, you get one combo off and you die. So you're just a worse Nautilus once you get out of the laning phase. VTO? Forced to flash away there. Positive exchange for Mad Lions Koi, most certainly. Frescowi now can come down. Bit of a slow Baron take without Mirwin there. I don't think they're going to go for any early force here. As Vitality seem keen to make a fight happen. Hylissang going back in, but Karzi's been locked up. Knockup now coming in as well. Karzi locked up as well. The interrupt coming in for Elioyo, but only buys a brief moment. Karzi's still standing though. Karzi continuing to auto attack, generating so much space. Vitality clean team fighting to keep that 80 carry standing. Mirwin with the gold card. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Gwen already on top of him. Forest just keeps hitting. Somebody kill Karzi, but they don't have the tools. They don't have the space. Supa now stepping forward. This is his chance to turn the fight back. The slows now coming in. One more Q might just do it. Step forward, Q, auto, he gets it done, Supa! Finally taking Karzi out of the equation, but this is his carry standing. Mirwin with the gold card, I don't think it's going to be enough, the Gwen already on top of him. Forest just keeps hitting! Somebody kill Karzi! But they don't have the tools, they don't have the space. Supa now stepping forward. This is his chance to turn the fight back. The slows now coming in, one more Q might just do it. Step forward, Q, auto, he gets it done, Supa! Finally taking Karzi out of the equation, but a messy exchange for Mad Lions Koi.
Exactly. I mean, the fact that Mad Lions Koi lost more numbers in that fight when they were the ones that tried to start it off is a bit of a disaster. And it started off looking well for Mad Lions Koi, where Douglas doesn't really get the engage. He's looking for Alvaro's able to get that interrupt. We'll see it as we get back into the replay here. But it's the fact that you just can't get this backline into position to deal with Karzi. So the wall comes through, but the front line for Vitality is there. Supa's trying to get in range, has to then flash away as Photon comes in. And this is what I was talking about, is that if Karzi's able to get ahead, there's so many members on Vitality that can deal with the backline of Mad Lions Koi. It becomes very difficult to deal with the dive, but
Hylissang?
You might think that you've seen this episode before, but you have not. It's not a replay, it's live.
No, it's a rerun.
I don't know.
It's a rerunning it down. There's the joke for you guys. I made the joke.
Seinfeld, you know, the plot hasn't progressed. You're kind of just watching the same thing over and over again. It's just, it's just episodic. You're not getting the greater narrative of a Breaking Bad.
It's like the Dragon Ball Z, where it takes like 3 or 4 episodes for him to level up for the fight. And then Hilly's just going to have this big ultimate in one of these fights where we're just like, clearly it's a great pick.
That's a generous narrative. We'll see if that turns out to be the case. Nice pick here on the side on the Photon. Fantastic use of the Twisted Fate Destiny there. VTO now trying to make his way out of the fight. Frescowi again just uncontested on the back line here. Hex flash from Hilly. Looking for the angle as he does. Celestial opposition going to fade away. The Unraveled Earth laid down. Mad Lions Koi just going to be able to back off.
Great pick from Mad Lions Koi. Don't feel confident to try and go over towards the Baron, but I think this is exactly how you want to try and play this composition. Look for those moments where you can get the waves in your favor and just quick pick. Then you get to push in sideways. You start to build that gold lead again. You just make it very difficult for Vitality to try and play at the fights. But with 30 seconds until Dragon, you won't have TP for Photon. It's a question of if Mad Lions Koi can try and find that.
If Hilly was human, this game actually looks not good for Mad. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, I think Mad Lions has some pretty big compositional advantages as long as they play well around the Taliyah. It's very hard for Vitality to do anything into Talia the longer this game goes on.
Not himself, not Supa. A little bit Mirwin, but mostly Frescowi. Looking hopefully to one-shot someone on the opposing team with that combination there.
Video's in a good spot. Did spot on a ward though, so Madeline's going to play up more towards mid lane.
The real question is why,
Where it gets a bit weird for Vitality. They want to
you know, they're not actually providing a lot of pressure
push inside.
with the Twisted Fate. Like, he doesn't have ult right now, but
Not himself, not Supa.
they haven't been doing a good job providing pressure when the TF ult is up. Like, he's either been pressuring when he's down, like when the ult is down, or they've been using it pretty early. And you need to, you actually need to provide that pressure to get value of the TF pick. If you watch how G2 did this.
It's a bit weird for Vitality. They want to try and pull this dragon down to the bottom side. I was going to say if Hilly could be where Karzi is, that would be fantastic, but them kind of stepping forward in the front line is not the best of positions. Video trying to maneuver around again to get these flank points.
Detail looking for the edge, looking for the angle here. Mad Lions Koi stepping up. Could be third Drake for Vitality. Good wall coming in from the side from Frescowi. Has kept Karzi out of the fight. Karzi throwing the ult, and that's not about all he's going to be able to contribute. But Photon staying in the shroud can deal so much more damage back. Frescowi looking for the solo coming in. Managing to get the double with support from Elyoya. Vitality getting absolutely routed in the fight. Vitality caught by the wall. Could not find the angle to fight on their for the solo coming in. Managing to get the double with support from Elyoya. Vitality getting absolutely fight. Karzi throwing the ult, and that's not about.
I mean, you can just look at how this goes. Like, Frescovi has a really good angle here.
Could be third Drake for Vitality. Good wall coming in from the side.
Hops off early, isolates Karzi, gets WE into Q, forces cleanse. There's the second Q, then the third Q.
Managing to get the double with support from Elyoya. Vitality getting absolutely routed in the fight. Vitality caught by the wall. Could not find the angle to fight on their terms.
Monster play for Frescowi, so gets the wall to separate Karzi, but also realizes he has no flash.
In the fight, Vitality be able to contribute, but Photon
Crypt Bloom value.
so much more damage back. Frescowi looking for the solo coming in.
He's given healing to Elyoya.
Vitality getting absolutely routed in the fight. Vitality
He healed up Elyoya. Good job. What did VTO just do? I mean, he tried to kill Supa, but then he got CC'd.
Vitality getting absolutely routed in the fight. Vitality be able to contribute, but Photon staying
He got gold carded right there. Then he got autoed. Then he gets rooted. Then he gets destroyed.
Vitality getting absolutely routed in the fight. Vitality caught by the wall. Could not find the angle to fight on their terms.
And one-shot Karzi essentially alongside Elyoya, so really nice job in it. Madeline's Koi, they got the dragon, and they're going to be able to move over towards this Baron. And there's no one really there for Vitality to try and answer for this. Maybe Douglas can get there in time to look for a steal, but it's going to be a close one.
Will be tough. One person who is going to get there first is Hillisang. Can he disrupt? Can he buy enough time? No, there's just no way. This is already gone. Close, a few seconds.
Just get the pick on towards Vitality now. I mean, 6 kills on towards first.
Talia is so strong.
I want you to keep your eyes on it here as well, because
Even more strong on after the buffs.
you'll see he's able to just get the pick on towards Karzi. Then Elyoya is like, fantastic, I'm just going to immediately move back onto him. And it means that then everyone on Vitality is drawn towards trying to protect Karzi, which opens up space then for Supa and for Mirwin on that top side to just finish off the last remaining members. So really great job probably for Frescowi there to play on that flank angle.
Already impact.
Can we go next yet? What are the win cons from Vitality? I mean, they just got Baron, so we're just going to fast forward. And then we will go next.
They've actually lighted them all. Mad Lions Koi, it was close. It was back and forth for a little bit of the early game, but once they took control, they have not let go. Once they put one win.
Mid-game back for Vitality.
Easy game.
Just felt like